Tim Pool is a right-wing grifter on YouTube. We don't generally engage with his content because it's abhorrent. His positions are terrible, but we do want you to know who these people are in case friends in your life bring up some of their talking points. Who is Tim Pool? This is Tim Pool. In a video clip, he's going to explain his tactic in terms of his videos, how he talks about politics. Take a look at this.
I think I've crafted a strategy that creates a paradox that cannot be countered in any reasonable capacity. I'm sure there will be attempts, but the ultimate issue is this. I tweeted abolish the ATF. I tweeted abolish the IRS. Which one of those, if any, are my actual opinions? I also tweeted, there was a study saying that, Fauci says something like COVID lockdowns. Or they said something like, we don't know if there's ever going to be an end to the pandemic. And so then I said, okay, then release all the restrictions. There's actual opinions in there. Which one's the real one? Maybe you can come to one of my, podcasts and try and figure out how I really feel about things. Do I really want to abolish the ATF? I said abolishing the police is wrong. What's my real opinion? Go ahead and figure it out, journalists. You won't be able to, which means any tweet ever used by any publication from me will be them publishing complete bunk BS, because you will not be able to determine which one of my tweets is real.
Okay, the fact that someone can have mentally twisted themselves into such a knot that they can, that it's like the ultimate like nothing matters approach to the obviously consequential topics that a person like him would engage with. Like all of this is a game. All of this is about money and getting viewers. Nothing matters. What happens to people in politics and society doesn't matter. I get why he might pursue that road. It shocks me that so many people would continue listening to someone who has so regularly demonstrated a complete lack of knowledge about any of the topics he engages with, a complete lack of interest in any ethical obligations to cover the news seriously, to spread accurate information. I mean, he's saying there, my policy is to routinely lie to confuse people. Why do people listen to this, Jordan? I don't understand it.
Yeah, the only people dumber than Tim are the people that listen to him on a daily basis. He isn't an intelligent individual. There was a clip that went around a couple weeks ago where he argued that the Second Amendment protects your right to own nuclear and biological weapons, and he said this in a conversation with Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene, and they treated it like complete seriousness because they're like they have to pretend like they're absolutists with the Constitution, but like. It just shows he doesn't really understand what that would actually look like. The maintenance of nukes is extremely, extremely precise and tedious, and very easily could lead to disaster. The Titan II facility in Arkansas is a perfect example of that. And he just freely shoots from the hip because he knows that's what dumb YouTube viewers on his channel will listen to. And it's sad really, but he's commanded quite an audience of, lemmings.
Well, hold on, Jordan, because you just said that he said that, but did he mean it? Maybe he's doing 3D mental chess and he's just saying it to get people like you to believe it, and also his viewers who will believe it. But again, here's the thing. What Tim Pool says in that clip is not just stupid. It's also not honest. I don't mean the claims he makes are not truthful. The argument he just made there is not truthful. He is not saying these random things to set up a perfect trap for his opponents. He is saying the stuff you saw in that clip to defend himself from all the times that he says something boneheaded and gets owned as a result. When people beat him in a debate or whatever, well, I didn't really mean the things that I said in the debate. Or for instance, when the right wing goes crazy because supposedly Anastasia has been removed from Disney Plus ostensibly because of the conflict in Ukraine, Jack Posobiec, he tweets, "We are so stupid." Tim Pool quote retweets that, "Lol, no way." And then when it's pointed out that it was not removed because of that, you dumb donkeys, they moved it to stars and they do that routinely. He then says, "I literally said no way." And people are implying that I was pushing the idea that this related to Ukraine when in fact, I didn't even believe they pulled it. No, but this is the thing. when you are so incapable of critically thinking about things before spreading them, you need to preemptively set up a defense where, well, do I ever mean anything that I say? Responsible people, intelligent people, clever, sharp, fast people do not need to do these sorts of things. Anyway, apologies for making you talk about Tim Pool. I know that's not your preferred way to start your day.
He's just a coward. That's all it is. He's a coward, too afraid to stick his neck out firmly on any one idea or thing. That's it. And you said it. It's just he doesn't want to get owned.
Yeah, he's chasing views. He is hardly alone, and it ain't just people who I openly identify as right wing that are doing it. But yeah, it's chasing clout, it's chasing money.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.